Coming to this church for a little over 2 years that I've spoken from the pulpit. So thank you for having me here. One of the best things about being a Unitarian is that no matter what path I take to search for my spiritual, emotional, or physical quest, it's encouraged and nurtured. And along that path is to learn as much as I can about other cultures and what makes them sad. And today what we're going to talk about, hopefully, mostly, is what makes us and other people happy. Celebrate. As we stand on the edge of a cold, snowy February, many eager to close that door, and in less than 14 hours to open the new door of March. March with the promise of the return of swallows to Capistrano, the long-billed curlews to Oregon, the sandhill cranes to Nebraska, and the vernal equinox to welcome spring and the coming of more life. We affirm our connection with other cultures by acknowledging and participating in some of the many holidays that tomorrow will bring. Purim, Ramadan, Oak Stuff Day, National Chip and Dip Day, Holy. The list is endless. Just as the shared sorrows of hurricanes in Haiti touches us and brings us to action, shared celebrations, large ones like the Olympics, and small ones like the Native American celebration of the full moon in March, which is called the full worm moon, in honor of the soil being prepared for growth. All of this brings us closer to our long-distant relatives. Glorious March, ... Celebrate. I took a couple of words from this small pocket-sized card that says a little bit about our covenant, and it's available on the counter here outside. And it says, we transcend mystery and wonder, renew our spirit, and open ourselves to the forces that create and uphold life when we experience other cultures. I personally have had 2 small experiences with mystery and wonder in the last couple of weeks. One evening about 4:30, I noticed that it was still fairly light, and I was not feeling extra anxious to get my jammies, read a book, and drink a cup of tea like I've been feeling ever since about November. I enjoy the dark very much, and the Irish side of me may be a bit more inclined to the mist than the unfiltered light. But then there's yin and yang. I welcome the change. Also, my spirituality comes mainly from ecofeminism and other earth-based philosophies, so I can't stay in winter the whole time. Soon I will be shedding my beloved turtleneck, opening the windows freely, and hearing the screen doors slam every 5 minutes with the joyful ins and outs of my grandchildren. Glorious March, ... Celebrate. Now, the second source of my mystery and wonder is this plant that my mother gave me last time I was in St. Louis. She calls it an angel's wing begonia. And it has a little disc on it. And I know you can't see it from here, but the disc looks like the shoulders and back of a muscled angel. And about 2 weeks ago, I noticed these little white things coming out. And it's taken 2 or more weeks. But the flowers are so tiny, and they do look like angels Glorious March, celebrate. Oh, sorry. Well, I reserve the right to light the chalice, but Marilyn, if you don't mind lighting it, because I'm doing this and good one. So with the lighting of this chalice, I remember historian and social justice activist Howard Zinn and my good friend Bob Long. Professor Zinn, through his writings, opened approaches to history that were novel and significant. He taught many young people how necessary dissent is to democracy. Bob Long, a founding member of the Green Party of California, worked joyfully and tirelessly, always battling uphill for social and environmental justice. He never came to an event without an armload of organic fruits and vegetables from his terrace garden in San Diego. Ironically, both these wonderful men took their last breath on January 27th of this year. I know they live on in the work and heart of all who they have influenced.
Would you rise as you're able for our opening hymn, number 16 in your hymnal, The Gift to Be Perfect.